the biggest concerns about driving in the snow is making sure that you have good visibility and you're staying on the road. So the first thing you need to do is remove all the snow off your car. As these trucks go by, I hope you can hear me, but the first thing you gotta do is remove all the snow off your car. Take a few extra minutes, make sure there's no snow on your windshield, your hood, the roof, the hatchback, everything that you've got, the side windows, make sure you're clear, because you gotta have good visibility when you're driving around. And if you leave snow on the top of your car, as you accelerate, it's gonna fly back onto the rear window and you're not gonna be able to see behind you, and it's so important to be able to see what you're doing in the snow. The other part about driving in the snow that's really important is drive for the weather conditions, not the speed limit. The speed limit might be 60 kilometers an hour, but when there's snow and ice on the road, you really need to slow down. You also need to signal in advance. Make sure that the people behind you know what you're doing when you're gonna do it. So signaling in advance is really important, and change those lanes a lot sooner. If you're gonna be turning right, make sure you're in that right-hand lane a lot sooner than you normally would be. When you're driving behind someone, make sure that you increase that distance. Make sure there's a lot of car distance between you and the car in front of you. If the car in front of you, there's some honking right now. If the car in front of you hammers on their brakes, you're gonna need to have a lot of time because you're not gonna stop near as fast in the snow as you normally do. Now, if you're driving a four-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive, don't let that give you a false sense of security. Although the four-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive will help you have better traction when you're accelerating in the snow, it's not gonna help you stop faster. So that doesn't give you a license to drive faster than every car on the road. So if you're driving an all-wheel drive or a four-wheel drive, make sure you still take the time, slow down, and relax a little. When you're driving, steer gently. Don't do a sharp turn. Don't do a heavy acceleration. Don't do harsh braking. All those harsh and heavy movements are going to cause your car to slip a little bit and you might lose control. So you really need to take it easy, slow down, steer gently, accelerate gently, and of course brake gently. If you slam on your brakes, if you don't have ABS brakes, you're just going to lock them up and you're not going to stop anything. Now, a couple other tips about driving in the snow is make sure that you have your lights on so that other people can see you while they're driving. Having your lights on seems simple, but it's something that's really important. So turn your full headlights on, not just your daytime driving lights. If you've got an older car, make sure that you only have the defrost and the heat on just as long as you need to, because those will strain your battery. And in the event that you die, your battery dies, well, you might be stalled out at a red light or something like that. So you only want to use the defrost and the heat just as often as you need to. And the last thing I want to talk about is be cautious of other drivers. There's a lot of people on the road, so make sure that you're aware of what everybody else is doing. Keep your eyes on the road at all times. Do not have those cell phones out. Keep your eyes on the road at all times. Make sure you're watching the other cars and you're watching for their signals and their brake lights, and you know what's going on around you. Of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you to come on down and take a look at some vehicles that we have, because over the years, they've produced some amazing technology that's going to help you in the snow. It's not going to make you stop faster, but it's going to help you be able to drive a little bit better and maybe a little bit more comfortable. So we've got the cars with traction control, we have all-wheel drive, we have four-wheel drive, we have cars that will help you out in the snow. So come on down to West Coast Ford Lincoln, come take a look and see what we have.